This is a video for the people playing on the Xbox version of the new Resident Evil 4. These are some settings you can do to make the controls way more responsive and not as bad, because they're broken right now and there's no patch, so this might be your only way. But anyway, go into controls, go over to camera. You can change these to invert depending on how you play. These, you can leave these as normal if you don't invert your settings. But going down, the most important ones, I want to go ahead and go down to these. Camera acceleration. Turn both of these all the way up. This controls like how quickly the turning actually starts taking place. And it's still pretty slow in this game, but it's way better if you turn both of these up. But then, if you try to turn these two up, the normal camera speed, it will, if you turn it too high, it'll really feel janky. You do not really want to turn these all the way up. So, I found that going up by 10 is the best sweet spot. I've been tweaking this for two days now, and I found this is pretty much the only way you can play the game. So go up by 10 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's it, where it's at 10 on mine. Go down, do the same thing, 10 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's where it would be. Those are the settings that you can change to make the game way more playable. But there's also some display settings you can change to just make it a lot better overall too. So going down, leave field of view the same. You can adjust camera wobble if you really don't like it, but I just leave it on. Motion blur, turn that off. You do not need that in a 60 frame game. I don't even know why they put it in games today. If it's or 60 for 30 frame games, you pretty much need it. But turn motion blur off. Then go up to display. Keep it on frame rate mode. Keep ray tracing off because it dips your frames way too much. And you don't really need that when the controls are already fighting you. So go down. Lens distortion, turn this off. Don't even try on, or especially that one. That one's the worst, but just turn that off. You don't need it. It blurs it way too much, especially on the PlayStation version. But this is the Xbox version. It still does it, so turn that off. Depth of field, leave that on. Hair strands, leave that off. That really kills your frames. Plus, it's broken on consoles. It looks really janky. And then you can go over to sound. If you have a home theater with like a receiver, stick this on home theater. And then you can turn this on. And you can tweak where your speakers actually are, and it'll make it way more immersive if the system knows exactly where your speakers are. Then you can go down here, do the surround ones, and the surround back if you have a 7.1. 3D audio will be on if you have it set on your Xbox. Leave that on. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I know there's some other videos saying that Elite controllers fix it, but I actually went out after messing with it for a while and bought one to test it, and it really didn't fix it. Tweaking the settings on your Elite controller, it can make it a little bit better, but the deadzone is still there, and there's no real point in buying one. I've returned the controller already. I'm using the regular controller. These settings are for the regular controller. So if you're having problems, try my settings. If they don't fix it, we'll have to wait for a patch. But other than that, I really don't know. But I hope this helps somebody. So just make sure you tweak these two settings right here, the camera acceleration and camera speed. But don't set the speed up too high. You can experiment a little bit, but I wouldn't really set it up, especially the aiming. You turn that up, it's gonna feel really janky. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody.